and he said that he's gonna make the Mexican president, or he's gonna make Mexico pay for it. Whenever the Mexican president was prompted with that question, he laughed it off and pretty much disregarded that statement as a whole, and saying that would never happen in the first place.
Okay, but like, what if we said, hey Mexico, if you don't build this wall, we're gonna invade you.
I'm sorry.
If the United States told Mexico, hey, if you don't build this wall, we're gonna invade you. Would they think twice about invading that? Would they think twice about building that wall?
You think we're gonna invade Mexico?
Well, I mean, we could if we wanted to.
But has Trump ever proposed that?
Oh no, he hasn't. But I'm saying.
So again, you're saying stuff that Trump has not even proposed. Okay, he can propose anything he wants. And by the way, even if he said that they would invade Mexico if they didn't pay for that, just think about that statement, please. Like, you invading Mexico, that is not. Like, I think I'm about to leave this debate because it's just like it's becoming more idiotic. I'm losing brain cells just talking about this. Invading Mexico is not any way gonna happen. That is never gonna happen. Invading Mexico. Come on now.
Okay.
Invading Mexico because
I do want to say one thing. Maybe making you lose brain cells was the whole point of this debate.
Sorry?
Maybe making you lose brain cells was the whole point of this debate.
Well, I guess you're accomplishing that because you're speaking out of ignorance.
Okay. So, like, what is your, like, what candidate do you like the most right now, I guess? And you can say, basically, I guess, but technically Bernie Sanders is still in the race if you want to say him. But, like, which candidate would you be supporting?
Okay, well, I do not support Trump, but I am not 100% with Hillary either. It's just, like, I categorize myself with the Republicans, but it makes it harder for me. It just makes it harder every day to support Trump, someone who uses the prejudice of minority groups, who instills fear into minority groups instead of and trying to comprise us as a whole, which is to make America great again. We have to be together as a whole. And right now, he is categorizing people. He is sectioning off people, and there is a large line between people who support Trump and don't support Trump, and a large reason because of that is just because of the person who he is, and just because of the statements that he has made, the controversial statements that he's made towards Mexicans, towards black people, towards women. It makes it harder for a president to be that much of, like, I mean, it just makes it hard for anyone to vote for him. And if you
how come in all the polls, like, between Hillary and Trump is winning by a few points.
Okay, what polls? When's the last poll that you checked?
Oh, last poll I checked. Well, I saw a CNN poll that he was winning by at least 2 points. When, like, yeah, around like 2 or 3 days ago, around there.
Okay, was it as a whole or was it by state?
What?
Okay, well, I mean, like, it doesn't matter.
It was a whole. It was a whole. It wasn't by state. It was a whole.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if I vote for Trump. Yours and I votes. The general votes don't matter.
I know about the whole electoral college.
Exactly. We don't vote for the president. So there have been cases where there were two different presidential candidates are largely sectioned off by general votes. So if presidential candidate number one had a crap ton of general votes, and president number two had a lower number of general votes, but the electoral votes are higher with the president number two. President number two was president. So, I mean, the polls don't really mean anything, unfortunately.
I know, but even then, even with the electoral college, we are voting for the electors who are voting for the president.
Yes.
But if we decide who the electors vote for, then we're deciding the election.
I'm sorry?
If we decide who the electors are voting for, then we decide the election.
Then how come we have instances where we have more general votes with one president than the other, and the one with the less votes still can become president?
Because basically, like, some presidents have won, like, some districts and counties, which made them want to stay.
I'm sorry?
Basically, it's all mathematical here.
What math are you using here?
Oh no! Well, I mean, I knew that you were probably referencing to the 2001 election between Al Gore and George W. Bush. Were you referencing that election where the Electoral College put him in even though he lost the popular vote?
Sorry?
Were you referencing the election between Al Gore and George W. Bush, where George
Correct.
W. Bush got elected?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you are correct. But then there are also other presidential candidates where the popular votes, where it's that same instance where a president has less popular votes than the other, and that that presidential candidate still becomes president.
That has only happened a few times. In the vast majority, it's the people who elect the president.
Okay, well, again, you can't judge off the polls right now because it is always a chance that doesn't matter about the popular votes because it doesn't.
Okay, so then if you don't like Trump or you don't like Hillary, who will you be voting for?
Well, I mean, there are independents coming. There are independents that are showing their face. So I mean, I have yet to decide on who I vote for because if an independent catches my attention, then of course I'm gonna vote for, or I'm gonna have my theoretical vote because I can't vote. My vote's gonna be towards an independent, but I have yet to see who the independents are.
Okay, do you have some idea of who you're voting for?
Sorry?
Do you have some idea of who you're voting for?
I just answered your question there.
Okay, so you don't know, like there's like no, like you basically. I know you said that you don't know, but like you have like no even idea at all.
Sorry?
You have no idea at all. Like there's no. I mean, you said.
Well, I mean, like I don't really support Hillary because I mean, Hillary is not much better than Trump, honestly. But you know, like if I'm not gonna make my decision because there are independents who I haven't looked at. So I mean, I have yet to form my opinion.
Okay. Cool. Anyways, I'm just saying I do like Trump. I honestly think he will be. It really depends are you willing to take the risk. And I see that you are not willing to take the risk. And hey, that's okay.
Take the risk?
Yeah, I'm very well willing to take the risk, and I'm a loyal dying Trump supporter. Even though I may not be old enough to vote yet, I would take the risk.
Okay. All right, so you don't think the prejudice comments or the statements that he has made will in any way?
My phone's on a tripod and it's tilted sideways, so I really can't read the comments.
Sorry?
Wait. You said comments. What were you talking about? Like in the chat bottom or?
No.
Okay, just repeat what you said. Then sorry, I wasn't.
Do you think that the comments that Trump made? Do you think that, and the statements that he has made, the controversial statements that he has made, do you not think that's gonna brush over to whenever he's the president and begin or continue to make these controversial statements that are gonna continue to divide the country, rather than unite it?
Well, I mean, someone was gonna say him eventually. I mean, why not Trump? I mean, not all politicians are just gonna be like, oh, stay out of controversy. I mean, that's what I like about Trump. He's not afraid to just hit controversy on the nose and just keep going.
I mean, doesn't mean he's afraid to, but he retracts a lot of the statements that he has made. He has retracted.
Again, people do change their minds.
He has and again, he is not changing it out of the goodness of his heart. He's changing it because of the backlash he's getting from that. You understand how much of a backlash that he has received whenever he proposed a ban on Muslims?
Yeah, I do.
And do you know that
again, it took him a while to change it.
And do you know why he retracted that now?
Yeah, because he changed his mind. I mean, he saw the wrong, and he saw the wrong.
Yes, he saw the wrong because of the large majority of people not agreeing with it.
Morally, he saw his wrong, and he changed his mind.
Oh my goodness, man, you're flawed, man. I don't see why. Yeah, you think that he's just changing out of the goodness of his heart? He said it in the first place, and he said it with confidence, and he held that statement for the longest time. So now he's retracting it out of the goodness of his heart, even though he backed it for so long.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, dude. You got it, basically.
All right, man. Hey, I gotta head out now, but it's good debating with you. I wish you the best of luck in the election. I hope that you can actually have a sense of morality.
Now, I do want to leave you with one thing. Can I leave you with? Oh, okay. Who won?